If you're even the slightest bit disillusioned by Magic the Gathering or any other card game that exists on the market right now, I want to do a tiny thought experiment with you very quickly. This is a Magic card, and more specifically, the back of a Magic card. For just a moment, I'd like you to think about what this visual means to you. What is it symbolic of personally for you? And with that in mind, I'd like to put forth the idea that the back of the card is more than just a representation of whatever exists on the front of the card. In a bigger picture, the back of the card is representative of what the company thinks of you as the customer and as the player. When I turn this card around and you see Spider-Man and hot dogs, bagels with cream cheese exploding out of both holes, a guy in a chair, Fortnite stuff, Megatron and Transformer stuff, The Walking Dead, SpongeBob, a Krabby Patty token, Patrick Star, Mr. Krabs, Final Fantasy characters, Marvel characters, eventually Star Trek characters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, rat hands picking up a slice of pizza that was clearly AI prompted. You get my point. I think an observation that can be made is that a lot of players find that funny. And that's fine. A lot of people share different humor or have different tastes when it comes to what is funny and comedy in general. But I would like to put forth that I don't think the joke is funny enough. I think Wizards of the Coast is poking fun at you, the player, and that I believe you deserve more. Because to me, the joke is not funny enough, and the irony is not funny enough for those cards to exist. So, in contrast, this is a sorcery card. For people initiated into the game, you too can do this thought experiment and think briefly about what the back of this card represents to you. What is it symbolic of personally for you? For me, when I see this card and I see the front of it, I take in its aesthetic and its design and the elements that make up the front and the back of the card, including the art. I see a deep respect between the developers, Eric Curiosa, and the players and the art enthusiasts and the collectors. There's a harmonious relationship between all those different parties. And what the result of all that is a deep appreciation for this wonderful, wonderful game. A game like this and developers like this that care about every facet of how the product is presented to you, they mean serious business. There's been a tremendous neglect in modern TCG game developers in regard to their responsibility to you as a player to nurture your imagination. When I see these other card games like Riftbound and One Piece and Star Wars Unlimited, Magic the Gathering nowadays, when I see these other card games, I'm not left imagining. There's no fire to be stoked there, no proverbial fire to be stoked there and to make me yearn for more information as to what is going on with the characters that are being portrayed on the cards or the places that are being portrayed on the cards. And even bigger than that, there's no spark of creativity to imagine my own scenarios with the characters or places that exist on those cards. And the reason being is because their stories have already been told. There's nothing newly imaginative about 90% of card games that I see that exist on the market. So when I look and see the Carchemish Chimera or the Keening Banshee that you see scrolling behind me, I'm left in a very, very cathartic state of creativity and imagination, wondering and coming up with my own scenarios as to what is the reason that this character is here, what led them here, what's happening in this piece, where are they going next, what are they doing next. So, like I said, I think nurturing a player's imagination is, or rather igniting that spark that gets those wheels turning and fosters growth in the ability for a player to imagine these things, is a responsibility of developers for not just card games, but any game. So I think Eric's Curiosa and Sorcery stands out glaringly with its neighbors in this shared space, which I think is both a good thing and an unfortunate thing that more people aren't playing this game. But it's slow organic growth, and I think Eric's Curiosa understands that, and that's perfectly fine. Another thought that I would like to share is that I think a company and a developer that acts contrarian or develops their game contrary to the momentum and inertia of the other people that share the space with them or exist in the same genre as them, I think those are worth your attention, and those are worth investing your time into, because there is a mutual respect between the developer and the players in this regard. I would like to close this video out with a brief set of words that I heard recently, and if you don't know where it's from, you will relatively soon, because it will be in your face right as you see it. We invite you to dream again, to think boldly, play wisely, and lose yourself in painted worlds. Your story starts now. Check out Sorcery, guys. It's fucking dope.